You copywritten day 166. So I just finished writing an email for my client and it's going to be sent out tomorrow. And what I've been doing with her is just I've been doing more volume, more emails per week just to try and maximize the amount of revenue. Like obviously more volume doesn't doesn't always mean more sales because like if you oversend, it'll end up like the email list will end up getting bored of reading your emails if it's too often and if the emails aren't good. So yeah, but I just made like a little Miro board just to show you like what happened and why. So basically, right now the open rate's like around 20% per email, which is pretty fucking shit. It's not shit, but it's like average. That's as so ChatGPT says. But like, last month, basically most of the emails were like 40%, and I don't really know why. Like I need to actually have a look at that. I'll show you the Miro board in a second, but I just want to check something quickly. Um, I just want to see like the actual stats for January because right now in February so far, I've sent four emails and basically all of them have had 20-ish% open rate. So let me have a look. So the January emails. Okay, so 30%, 22, 41, 42. Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. It's weird. 42% for two of those, and then 30%, and then two of them are like 25%. This month's fucking weird though. What the fuck? I don't really understand what's causing it though. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, I'll explain what's going on now. So, do I have to zoom in more? Yeah. So, I'll just start off by like explaining the old way I used to do it. So, this is whenever I first started like doing our emails for her, and what we had was we had just a normal opt-in, and whenever they opt in, they just get put into an ebook sequence, which basically just gives them the actually I forgot to put an email here, but like obviously the first email is just like the welcome email. That'll give them it'll give them the ebook, and then that's basically it. And then they'll just every 48 hours then all of these emails will just spaced out 2 days apart. But the thing that's different about these is um it's 48 hours from the point that they opted in. So pretend I opt into the waitlist at like 3 p.m. That means that like every single email I get would be 48 hours after the point. So like you'll get the first email straight away, then 48 hours after that point. Well, so it basically means 3 p.m. every day, 3 p.m. every 2 days, you'll get the email, if that makes sense. So like, and the way it works is obviously all of the people opt into the wait list at different or opt into the email list at different times. So you'll have like one person opts in at like I don't know like 9 a.m. Another person opts in at fucking 11 a.m. And basically what happens is every 2 days this person gets it at 9 p.m. So 48 hours later he gets it at 9 p.m. or not 9 a.m. again. And the same here 48 hours later 11 a.m. But the reason why that matters is whenever you have a list of people, so like let's say 800 people, and they all have different times, what way that works in Beehive is it means that basically all of the emails are being like throttled or like I don't even know what a good word for it is, like just spaced out throughout the day because it's just natural spacing. If you have 800 people, obviously all of those 800 people will have opted in at different times. Like there'll be like one guy that opted in at 9, like the example I said, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., or 12 p.m., whatever the fuck, loads of different times, which basically means all of the emails are getting sent slower, which I think which I think leads to like better deliverability. So I don't even know if that actually is the reason, because that's the only reason I could think of. But I'll explain like the other thing as well. So basically, what happens now is they opt in, they still actually get, they still get this welcome email, and then they get pushed into whatever the monthly sequence is. So I have the sequences spaced out by months. So like obviously last month was January, and there was like I don't know how many emails, probably like five or six. and which isn't that many. I don't know what I was doing. I should have been sending more, but basically, yeah. So there's 5 or 6 emails, and the thing is, no, this approach here means that like every single person has to start from the start, if that makes sense. So like they opt in, and then they have to go to this email, then they go to this one, and then they go to this one, and then this one. They go like sequentially through it, obviously, since it's a fucking sequence. But the way I'm doing it with this one is on the monthly sequences, I have them set to like a specific day. So like the value email would be like, so the way it works in Beehive is you're able to have like a wait until, so you can wait until like a certain day. And so let's just say it's like tomorrow, which is when my email is going to be sent out. So Friday at like whatever 7 a.m., which is retarded, but it's not actually 7 a.m. But we'll just use this as an example. So, it waits until Friday at 7 a.m. So basically, everyone that opts in, like basically the whole list will be in this sequence, this step. So it'll just say down here that there's 1,200 people waiting. And so basically tomorrow, Friday, all of these 1,200 people at once will get sent, what's it called? They'll all get sent an email basically. So whenever that happens, basically they all get sent an email. And then obviously, so like this is like a send email function, which is the way it looks in Beehive. They'll all receive this. And then I can check the metrics in this little like stats thing here. And obviously, so basically, let me just describe it. So whenever this gets sent, the open rate is going to be zero because it's only after being sent and no one has opened it. And then over the space of the day, the open rate will gradually increase. So it'll go from like 0% to like fucking, I don't know, 10%. And then it's kind of weird because like maybe by the end of like the day, that is the next. So like this is after like, I don't know, 10 hours. And then by like 24 hours, it'll be like 20%. And then, what the fuck's wrong with my voice? But yeah, then it'll be 20%. And then obviously like later down the line, it'll eventually keep going up. But like it doesn't matter by that point because it's already sent and it's over. But yeah, so basically this is the second approach. And obviously the difference between this is it's like a batched. So it basically means that it's all sent at the same time. So I don't know if like sending 1,200 emails at once means that the deliverability gets fucked up. I'm testing it out right now. So like what I've been testing is I've been testing it like different times because how long is this video? 7 minutes. I don't even know if any of you are actually gonna watch all of this, but I'll just explain it anyway in case someone doesn't know how to do it, or I don't know. Fuck, we'll see. But yeah, so what was I saying? I tested at different times. Oh yeah, so basically the way it works is you're able to have like a specific time zone. So like you can pick. So if I set it to like London, for example, oh shit, I'll just say TZ for time zone equals London. Fuck. So yeah, we have it set to London, which means yeah, it'll just send out at 7 a.m. on London time, so they'll all get at the exact same time. But there's another one that's like subscriber. Oh shit, sub specific, which means that it'll go out at 7 a.m. or whatever time you pick in their time zone, in the subs time zone, which basically like in the January sequence, this is what I was using, but it was still inconsistent because oh shit, what am I doing? I can just do TG. But yeah, so what I was doing was I was using this one, and I was using a certain time. So like I did this one at 11 a.m. And sometimes it would go to like, so basically as I read out at the start of it, it was like, what was it? Oh shit, oh fuck, that's close. Anyway, I nearly opened it. But so yeah, what was it? It was like, I think it was 20, no, what was it? 25? 25. This is the open rate, by the way. So 25%, 40%, 40% again. And then I think it was like 35 and then 20, 25 or something like that. But yeah, it's just confusing. I need to figure out what the fuck is actually happening because like the quality of the emails are obviously all the same. And yeah, I just noticed that whenever I was using the first way, having it spaced out 48 hours apart, and everyone was receiving an email at their own time. So like pretend I opt in at 3 p.m. I receive it 2 days later at 3 p.m. again. I think that's just like a time where people it makes more sense because maybe the person has a habit of checking their phone at that time, which leads to a better open rate. But yeah, it's a bit confusing. But yeah, I don't even know if this makes sense. I was just talking about it because that's what I was in. But yeah, I need to just fucking actually, I need to just actually get good at doing volume on fucking outreach, like a front end outreach, because it's so fucking or how do you even say it, demoralizing to like write out a full fucking piece of copy, make a Loom video, send it to someone, and they barely fucking open it. Like I followed up with the person I sent it to today, and they didn't even look at it. And obviously, I'm gonna keep following up until they do. But it's just fucking. That's what I don't like about front end. You put like a lot of effort into front end, and then you get fucked. But I'm just gonna keep testing it anyway, just to see if it is better than back end outreach in the long run. Well, yeah, apart from that, like I think that's all there is to talk about for today. So, see you.